This man seemed to be looking for something. But actually, this is the North Pole. He dug the soil into the letter SOS for great help. His plane was damaged, so he has been here for a long time. The main food is fish caught from below the glacial lake. But that is not so lucky today. Suddenly, the side fishing rod jerked violently. It is true that the east does not work, it can go west. Then he put the fish inside the tank to eat gradually. Here a white area without a single shadow. His whereabouts are plane crashes. There was no fire and electricity, so you can only choose to use a knife to eat raw. Every day he came out signaling for help. No electricity, can only be leaning on the hand. The red light also did not have him spotted him, but he persisted. After a day of sending the signal for help, the clock indicates the time he should be back. Another day to disappoint him. Due to the plane crash, he has lost 2 toes. He wears a woolen hat and then lies down to rest. This pile of black stones. Underneath it is the body of his comrade. That day he found out that the fish box was gone. Only a few fish left. When he just bowed his head, he saw a foot shape of a very large bear. He was scared, so run quickly towards the plane. If he was found by the bear, he would only die. Day by day, but he still did not give up his hope. Polar bear walking in the distance. That day the wind came. When he wanted to go back, suddenly the green light came on again. Although the weather was very bad, he still managed to generate a call for help. The green light never stopped flashing. He was searching in the snow when he spotted an airplane. He quickly signaled for help. Luckily this machine spotted him. But that was the cause of the weather, so the plane can't be controlled. Finally it fell to the ground. In a moment the plane caught fire. He quickly ran over there to save people. He opens the door, but the pilot is dead. He pulled the body outside. After that, the girl was saved. Fortunately the girl was still alive. But the girl was seriously injured. He immediately looked for an ambulance. Take the bandage for the girl. The snow is too strong to go. He could only sleep inside a helicopter for 1 night. After he woke up, he started looking for useful items. The instant noodles right now are so delicious. He rewrote the journey on the plane. Then used the airplane doors to make a snowboard. Then take the girl back to where she lives. He let the girl take his hand. Constantly using force to awaken the girl, regain consciousness. Then he went back to the helicopter. Then take off the clothes the pilot is wearing. Then make him a grave, marked with stone. He found a burning device. Fortunately, the pilot's body has a lighter. All the things he pulled back to his plane. He hangs a picture of his family on the plane's window. This man carefully took off the girl's clothes. Get medicine to treat external wound for her. Because of the cold Arctic, the girl becomes ambiguous. The first time he got a fire here, he looked on a map of a nearby rescue station. But too far from this place. Suddenly there was a sound coming from outside. It turned out that a very large fish had caught the hook. He shouted happily. Then he even cooked a large pot of fish noodles. He even kept feeding the other girl. He sent out a signal again for help. Medicine has also ended. The girl's consciousness is now also seen as awake. He intends to go to a nearby rescue station. He makes a lot of fishing rods. After that, he caught a lot of fish. He left the names of 2 people on the plane. Then prepare everything necessary, take the water under the sea, bring family photos. He tied the girl to the plank. Just like that they left the only shelter. Although it was snowing, he was still very tired. He didn't forget to give the girl a drink. He signs on the map. But it's only been a short ride. In the evening, he used a shovel to dig the snow into a large cave. The sunset in the Arctic is very beautiful. 2 people hid inside the cave, eat fish that they bring to eat. He carefully took care of the girl. On the second day they resume their departure. But the snow is very dense and dense. Each step is also difficult. The weather suddenly got worse. Snowstorms always stopped their steps. On the way, he even found a card of someone he hasn't seen in a long time. They go to a mountain. But is this a good joke? This map doesn't seem like the one here. Obviously there are no mountains. If they want to change routes, they have to go twice the distance. He left the girl at the foot of the mountain, alone to climb to the top of the mountain to observe first. Then go down to the rope. Little by little pulled people up. He was successful. But the girl was injured not so easily. He used all of his strength but still couldn't pull the girl up. In the end, he didn't hold onto the rope. Ski ceaselessly rushed down and crashed into the snow that stopped. He was lying on the ground panting. There is no other way to just turn around. The lives of 2 people at this time became small. At night, he discovered a cave door. He brought the girl inside. Then take the things you brought in again. I'm cooking fish for dinner tonight. The girl still did not stop fever. This time the girl couldn't eat anything anymore. The girl can only take some medicine. Until night, he came outside to make a sound. He watched carefully. When he turned around, when a polar bear hits the cave entrance, it even stood up, wanting to go in. But it is bigger than the cave door. It was smarter now, so he dug the soil to go in. He immediately turned on the flares. The bear is so dazzling. He kept chasing away before he could chase the other bear away. This makes him happy and scared. Snowstorms in the Arctic have great hindrance, there is no way to continue the journey. He one place stops to let the woman down. Then he fixed the post to block the wind. He hid in a sleeping bag. The cold makes him cold. The second day they regained consciousness, snow covered them. The glass of water also froze. Are not open. He began to drag the tired body away. Continue your journey. His hands were stiff and stiff. But not long after, he discovered his hand had changed color, because for heating he cannot help but burn things. When he opened the sleeping bag, I found out that the girl could not drink water. The girl's hand was cold. Now he zipped the sleeping bag. Then take a short rest and then open the bag again. The corner of the girl's mouth was stained with blood. The wound did not heal either. He hesitated to make a very big decision. After collecting things, go back alone, but not careful falling down. When he woke up, then discovered I was trapped in a large rock. You can never get out of this, is very deep. When he tried to move, it was extremely painful, but he couldn't give up. Then he tried again and again. Finally, he was able to escape. He pulled his leg out, but he can only crawl upwards. Luckily, there is a way to crawl out. He successfully crawled upwards. He went back to the woman's place. The girl who was not dead was still talking to him. This made him blame himself. He once left the girl, so he cried and apologized. He treats his wounds. He took some snow to cover the wound on his leg. After that, tied her legs tightly, then dragged the girl to the rescue station. He gave the girl some of the remaining water. After that, he eats snow. This place, the destinations are still very far away, but he can't go anymore. He took all his belongings out and threw them away. Then we crawled to the top to observe. At this time in the back appeared a helicopter looking. He slid down below, then tried to push the girl to the top of the mountain. In the end there was hope, but the distance was too far. No one heard how he screamed. He took out the last flare and lit it. But it didn't work. He borrowed his jacket to be burned, attracting the attention of the plane. But after the shirt burned down, the plane flew away. He hugged the girl. But only the hope of survival could be seen leaving this place. He told the girl, "You're not alone, you have me here." Now he took the girl's hand. The two people lying in the snow closed their eyes. At the end of the movie the plane lands behind them. The scene is also used there. I think they will be saved. The film shows us the Arctic harshness. But no matter how harsh it is, nor can it hinder people's hopes of life. Through that we can see the beliefs and hopes of people is the most sacred thing.